Can you clap? Oh, well, yeah, there you go. This is the craziest shit.
Hi, I'm Kit. I play Kit the Librarian on the Muskington County YouTube channel.
Hi, my name is Faith, and I play Faith in Checkin' In on the Muskington County Library YouTube channel.
1-800 Murder Mystery? Help me! Okay, I'll hold.
Checkin' In is a review show that has a plot.
But how did this happen?
I think that DJ Babito Garcia is trapped in that haunted copy of NBA Street Volume 2, published by Electronic Arts.
I mean, it's kind of a review show, kind of a sitcom?
Giddy up. That's I think the simplest way I can describe it.
Every episode of Checkin' In is made up of 8 different components. The first is the Somewhere Nebraska opening title card, followed by the cold open. Then we have an opening that's a parody of another sitcom. After that, we normally do the review and then a bump or a commercial break, kind of reminiscent of early Adult Swim, to kind of break up between the first review and the second review. That's usually followed by an outro and the ending credits.
Touchdown! Are you ready for some football? Touchdown dance, touchdown dance, touchdown dance. It's a passion project more than anything.
It's some of the most creatively fulfilling work that I've ever done.
We love talking about media that either, sure, it could be pretty popular stuff like Belle, but it can also be super unknown or untalked about things like fucking Mystery Men.
I never thought I'd see Paul Rubens, sticking his butt in a limo and letting loose on Jeffrey Rush.
I'm just doing this for the money. I don't have any investment emotionally or otherwise.
So true.
And now this season, doing a plot this season, it's the show tries to be so earnest for how shitty it looks. The show looks so bad. It looks really bad. But at the same time, I feel like it also kind of looks like they have a lot of cameras, but it looks terrible. So.
For us, it's something that I think 20 years ago when we were little kids, if we found that online, we would have been like, oh my God, it's so cool. So in a lot of ways, I think we make the show for ourselves, for our past selves, and hope that maybe somewhere down the line, some 30 years from now when we've stopped, someone will get some real enjoyment out of it.
Space Ghost Coast to Coast.
You are very, very interesting and very, very perceptive.
Really?
So interesting and so perceptive that I think we will now fight with knives.
What?
Creating dialogue between us and an already created clip, that's a big thing in the show. Well, now that the mystery's solved, what do you want to do? You guys want to hang out or something?
Let's get some dinner. You still like Italian?
You know we do, Nicolas Cage. You know we do.
Monty Python.
Mr. Bradshaw, will you stand up, please? This demonstrates the value of not being seen.
I'm trying to think what else. Tim and Eric. Tim and Eric is a definite.
Hi, everybody. My name is Tim Heidecker.
And I'm Eric Weirhard.
Hey, Eric, do you know what my name is?
Absolutely, you just told us, Tim Heidecker.
Wrong. I'm Totino the Pizza Boy.
Ernie Kovacs.
And of course, there's always like huge YouTubers that we absolutely adore, like Outside Xbox.
So, what are we gonna call it?
Outside Xbox? Yeah, I think we can do a little better than that, Mike.
Outside Xbox?
Yes.
Homestar Runner. The humor in that show, or on that website, was like exactly what we love to do.
You're a girl, or maybe a wagon filled up with pancakes.
Red Letter Media, we have a different type of humor and kind of like tone, but I can definitely say that they were an inspiration for us. They have their show Half in the Bag, which is a review show that has a plot around it.
And the neighbor knocks on the door. The Red Herring, his name's Red Herring. My name's Mr. Herring, Red. Do you and your boy need any help with any yard work?
I know that even with all that, we try to kind of keep our own voice with it too. Season 1 and Season 2 have been very different in the way that we've kind of written them, and I think we're probably going to continue with the Season 2 method. Season 1, it was like, okay, what do we want to review? And then we like build the entire episode around that. With this season, we kind of planned out a full plot line of what we wanted to happen eventually. And then we started picking things that either we wanted to review or things that we thought would fit along in that that sequence of events. And then it's watching, playing, listening to whatever media we have that we want to review, writing out our thoughts, and then planning out like what's going to happen in the episode. Okay, well, we know the general theme is this, so how does this go to this? It's a lot of like soundboarding off of each other. And yeah, no, I mean, it's a lot of fun.
How'd you get this job as mayor?
That is a great question, interviewer. This job, I ain't choose it. That thing chose me.
Audrey plays our illustrious, money-hungry mayor, Mayor Benjamin Bubba Sparks. Yes, that is a direct reference to the rapper of the same name. So in the canon of our show, Audrey is playing our mayor,
especially after you two dorks cost me so much money!
Who is also this person.
So this is your first time in Nebraska, right?
Yes, this is. I've had a couple layovers in the past, I believe, but I mostly keep to the other coast myself.
Wow, that's so interesting.
Lydon plays the mayor's trophy husband, Chano. We got the name Chano from the character Chano from the 1970s show Barney Miller. However, there's no relation. We have a bunch of other friends who have been on our show. Every time we call them up to do a character or cameo in the series, they're all happy and willing to be absolutely ridiculous, on and off the camera, and for that, we thank you. This show would not work without all of you.
I really don't know how we came up with the joke, but my brother and I, we thought it was the funniest thing, the idea of the city known as Pelennor Fields, Nebraska. And for the nerds out there, Pelennor Fields is from Lord of the Rings. And I think part of what made it so funny is because it's so absolutely like removed from each other. Like Pelennor Fields and Nebraska sound like they would not go in a sentence together. When we were trying to come up with where Muskington County was, the first thing that popped in my head was Pelennor Fields, Nebraska. So while it's never mentioned that it's Pelennor Fields, it is in fact Pelennor Fields, Nebraska.
So when you hear the words Muskington County, Nebraska, you're just like, oh yeah, that must be like some small town in Nebraska.
And welcome to the official YouTube channel of Muskington County Library. We're located in the beautiful Muskington County, Nebraska. Because we're not fucking paid for this. No. The process is probably the most ridiculous process we could possibly do for a YouTube format. You know, we do a lot of the writing first. Then we have to plan all of the filming around our schedules, and I work 40 plus hours a week. Faith works 40 plus hours a week.
Full disclaimer, Kit and I have no idea what we're doing. We just kind of started this. All of the cameras we use for the show are Sony Handycams, which means they all run on high 8.
Yes, it's not a filter. It is the real deal. It is legitimately a shitty camera. And we have to then port that shitty camera to the computer in real time. So however long it took to film, if we filmed for 3 hours, that's 3 hours of it getting recorded onto the computer.
With every review, we have a 3-camera setup, which then means that 3 hours is multiplied by 3. So then that means 9 hours. And then there's editing, and it's just me literally sitting in editing hell for like hours and hours and hours. And then audio, and if we attempt any special effects. So it's a very arduous process. If we were actually making money off of this, I think it would go a lot faster. But it also feels kind of cheap to do a Patreon for a show that's like really in its infancy still. So yeah, maybe season 3 we could do a Patreon. That'd be kind of cool. There is one. There is one. We know exactly how many seasons it's going to be.
We do know the end of the series. I'm not going to tell you what it is. And yeah, you'll just have to find out. From the bottom of my heart, from the pit of my stomach, from the center of my being, thank you. We don't make it for you.
To the 60 people watching our videos, thank you.
At the end of the day, we make the show for ourselves, but that doesn't mean we don't appreciate the support and the love.
Thank you for watching us stitch together a conversation with Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage?
It's me.
Glad we could make you laugh.
Thank you for putting up with all the Tobey Maguire jokes. Thank you, Tobey Maguire, for not hating us yet. Wait, what infestation?
There's a McGuahawk nesting in the corner of the room.
Pizza time.
Hopefully we can make you feel creeped out with some of the scarier episodes, and I hope you keep tuning in.
My favorite episode of the show is our best episode yet. The mixture of like funny and horror and writing this whole joke of Kit's character and my character put on this telethon, and we had all these fantastic celebrities, and you're supposed to believe that they're there, but every time that it's supposed to show them, it cuts into Chano's show. That makes me laugh so hard every time. And I'm so thankful to all of our friends that were in that episode and all the commercials and all that. To me, it's like, that's one of the proudest things.
Late Night with Chano is sponsored by Dream Cola and canola oil by the Canola Oil Corporation, or COC.
Wow. Thank God for COC.
I have 3. I have 3 top tier episodes in no discernible order. Episode 3 of season 1. The non-review of The Last of Us is probably one of the funniest things we've done.
The combat's really good.
The story's great.
The pacing's kind of off.
First half kind of drags on.
The second half is really engaging.
The last 4 hours are useless.
8 out of 10.
Well, that's done. Episode 4, for those who don't know, it was the Choose Your Own Adventure episode, which I remember continuously making the joke that there are 36 pages to the script for that one, 22 videos, 10 unique endings, 6 separate locations, 2 idiots, 1 dream.
When I get a degree, I will make a bigger salary. So now I've got to see which college is right for me.
Yeah, that was such a fun episode. I would never do it again. But I really loved it. It was a lot of fun to do.
Let's use the power of the library to avoid jail time.
All right. And I'm going to go with a cheesy answer and say the next episode. I'm kind of always really excited to see how they're going to come out. I think every episode we kind of build on our own formula, and I think we make it either funnier or more interesting, or we do something that I really enjoy with it. So yeah, it's kind of corny, but
What are you talking about?
I'm always excited for the next episode.
ice cream. We all love ice cream. Oh, it's great.
I mean, you have a day spa. You just mulch the library.
Yeah, fuck me, right?
That was so good.
Oh, I really hope I didn't smile too late after it.
No. That was, oh my god, that was fun.